the RB100. Load capacity 150 pounds, engine type 4-stroke, 1-cylinder, engine displacement 105 cc, power 1.77 horsepower. It has a clutch, it has a ground clearance of 4 inches, weight 82 pounds. Bink, here I am with the Coleman RB100 mini bike. Bink, and I'm going to be going over some stuff. What to know before you buy, how to down tune it, make it safer for kids, how to make it slower, how to make it faster. I'll go over some features of the mini bike. Back in the box, you little scamp. The Coleman RB100 mini bike, one of the potential best deals that you could get on a small size mini bike. Coming up here in just a moment. Tillotson and a Predator, both 212cc engines. Doing an intro, I'm doing an intro now. Isn't it neat? Doing an intro, cause I'm doing an intro now. Look at my feet. Alright, just a moment here, I'm going to go over some of the dimensions. I'm going to put this thing together and show you what the specs are. I'm going to do a compare side by side to a larger scale mini bike so you can know what to expect on this one. Bink! But first I'm going to go into what to expect on product packaging. There's a steel cage in here, so although the cardboard is beat up, and I'll show you in a moment how it came, don't be too concerned about the appearance right off. If you're going to be purchasing this as a gift, you should know a few things about how it's going to arrive, the condition that it may be arriving in. I've gone through four mini bikes now through Walmart purchase, and they have all come in respectively the same condition. So this mini bike came in interesting condition as they wheeled it out. The first person went to get a second person. The second person, I believe, was the apology person.
All right, so a couple things. The box, we just got today actually, and it came in like this. This is yours, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it did come in like this. It is up to you if you want to accept it. So there's a couple things that you can do. You can accept it, and then if there is a broken part, you can definitely bring it back.
There's a high probability that the box is going to come beat up. This isn't the first one of these videos that I've done before. It comes pretty smashed up. Best time to purchase the RB100. Best time to purchase almost any Coleman mini bike is actually going to be around the start of November is when I see the best deals. I purchased this for about $375, shipped from and sold by Walmart.com, which is really nice because they have a 30-day price match guarantee. If you purchase it within 30 days, the price does drop. They can actually help you out with giving you the difference between purchase price and current price that you can find on their website. There's more room over there for this, isn't there? It's kind of wobbly. Now, Coleman does not have these mini bikes up on the Coleman Power Sports website as of the making of this video. So finding parts you may think is going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, it won't be a little bit more difficult because aftermarket parts for this frame have been in manufacturing for years, and you can find quite a few nice parts online. You can also find that a lot of people have been doing some really nice modifications to this mini bike. So let's throw it together. I'm going to show you a little bit more on this bike and try to get as much information as you need for if you're going to be purchasing the RB100, which may very well be one of the best mini bike purchases for a small frame that you could be doing. Bink, we have got this little beast unboxed from the cardboard. We're going to have some parts in here. It comes with a owner's manual, some parts that may not actually be in the bag, and oh yes, the Coleman toolkit, which this actually looks a little bit different than their previous toolkit. This looks like a punched steel. Now previous toolkits, I think I have one over here. Nope, I threw it out because they were absolute trash. We're going to toss these right over here for safekeeping. 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts and some nice welding material that I get to play around with. That should be fun. And the back is already secured. Really looks like we're just going to be putting together this front part. That is a nice frame size. That may fit the forks for some neat things. We'll check that out in future videos. Decals, what do we have here? Looks like most everything is put together. Should be nice for assembly reasons. Decals, we have red and we have pink. So you get to choose which stickers that you get to play around with. Oh, that's not the best fit. Doesn't fit on the bottom one either. Doesn't fit on the top one, doesn't fit on the bottom one. 12 is a fit on the top. Yeah, 17 is a lot different than this 17 over here. One's got some wiggle room. The axle here looks like it is a 15 and a 19, and I didn't see a 19 with their toolkit. Do not be discouraged about the little toolkit. Not the reason you get these little things anyways. Okay kids, here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna keep dropping stuff because I got no thumbs. Alright, inside of here there's a spacer between the washers, and we're gonna have to use one of these little things here. They provided the twist ties to kind of help ease that in. Then this should take away some frustrations if you have them. Spacer, a little bit of a wiggle in there, and we got her. Look at that, this thing's almost all the way assembled. It didn't take too much at all. Alright, let's show you this rim. Has got a dent in it right here where the bead could seal. Looks like it was repainted on this side. This stretch right here, possibly they dented that up and fixed it up. This looks like some spray paint patching on the side here and here, but it's holding air. That's what counts. For the price, I'm not going to be expecting a lot more than that. 13 millimeter on the nuts for the bolts for the handlebar holders. You don't want to adjust these down too far right away. You want a little bit of play in there, and you want to make sure that you tighten both the rear and the front. There we go. Now crank it down. Crank it down the rest of the way. And there we have one assembled Coleman RB100. All right, let's get you a few dimensions here. Seat height is going to be about 24 inches, 23 and a half right here. When it's tipped upright, we're still looking at 22. So on the side, 23 and a half, tipped upright 22. The seat's width is going to be 7 inches. In the front, 7.5 in the back. Handles can be upright more. I am 6 foot tall. Decent range of motion, but that for a smaller hand could mean a little bit slower speed, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Bars off the ground are going to be 30 inches on the side. Bars away from a person could be out here to moving back here, adjustable. But you're probably looking at least a foot. Seat to the pegs. I mean, really, you can sit pretty far back on the seat. This is a pretty long seat. The seat itself, 19 inches long. Disc brake is nice to see. Some good stopping power on that disc brake. Kickstand. Oh yeah, it's got decent balance. It's good stopping power for that brake. And that's really smooth. Really lightweight. It's supposed to be 85 or so pounds. I don't want to hurt my back, but yeah, nice little bike. In comparison dimensions, so if you're going to be looking at what size mini bike am I really going to be wanting, larger frame, this is the Coleman BT200X. Believe it or not, if you want to know why it's all multicolored like that, I've got plenty of videos showing the rack installation, showing the paint job, how to do it yourself, etc., etc. We've already got our seat height over here, 22 inches. Let's take a look over here. Now this seat height is going to be a little bit different from stock. It is about 29 inches once you have when you still have the padded seat on there. Now I did an engine swap on this. They normally come with a 196cc engine. You can actually do the same or similar engine swap and put something a little bit larger in one of these small frames. It does take a little bit of adjustment to do, but you can. Something really nice to know with the smaller mini bike though, you can actually make them a little bit faster. You can make them a little bit slower. There's a throttle stop screw over here on the back side, and you can adjust that in. If you want to have it go slower for somebody inexperienced, somebody younger, you want to slow the mini bike down. Top speed is around 21 to 23 miles per hour out of the box. However, right in here, where we're going to see our throttle controls, we have a throttle stop screw. Unscrewing this is going to give you a faster speed. Screwing it in further so that the throttle can only open up so wide will give you a slower speed. So if you want to have a young, inexperienced rider on there, their first mini bike, great mini bike to have. Now, if this is your first mini bike, congratulations, and to make your experience a little bit more enjoyable, there are some things that I've put into quite a few different videos, and that would be care and maintenance. These are some things that could save you a lot of headache and heartache coming in the near future if you haven't maintained that mini bike of yours. First and foremost, your gas. Treating your gas, you can use any gas out of a regular gas station gas pump, but I'm going to recommend that you put in some stabilizer into your gas tank, the recommended amount. Now, I also use about 1/3 to 1/5 the amount of a detergent. Now, this detergent is also a fuel stabilizer, but I kind of like to put in straight up stabilizer and the detergent. I have a lot of small engines. This formula hasn't failed me yet. Wax-based chain lubricant. This is the same stuff that I use on my motorcycles, so I trust it with my mini bike as well. This mini bike comes with a clutch. This is a centrifugal clutch. You have to know what part to lubricate on the inside. Now, go ahead and check out Coleman's very specific lubrication and clutch maintenance. That is something you'll want to know ahead of time. It's pretty easy. Well, thanks for checking out the video here just before you buy one of the RB100. Probably one of the more sturdy, strong frames that you can get for smaller bikes. I think that Coleman made a really good investment and decision to bring these back into the marketplace. The price, this is a really great mini bike to have. It has some damage on the frame and some damage on the frame on the front, the back. Just note that a touch-up paint that goes really well with this is actually an engine enamel. There is a black, shiny black engine enamel that goes with it pretty well. There's a problem, you can take it back to the store, watch for the next 30 days. If there's a better price, get a reduction in price. Really a good deal. You can get it shipped to you. At the time I purchased this, there was free shipping to a house. I don't know if when they cut the price, it's going to be that same deal, or if you're going to have to pick up at store. But I always pick up at store just in case there's any real major problem with it. Then I can just on the spot say, give me a different one, please. Well, I'm going to have some upcoming videos on how to double the horsepower out of this thing and possibly double the top speed pretty fast. Not for everybody. Having a nice throttle stop screw in there is actually something that I have found more enjoyable. I have a lot of mini bikes now. And the best thing that I have with these mini bikes is keeping the throttle stop screw backed out all the way for most riders. And if somebody's never ridden a mini bike before, I put the throttle stop screw in, ease it in about 10 miles per hour, and people are like, oh, I can do more than this. If you learned what you were looking for in the mini bike, please give me a thumbs up, a like, help me out. If you have any other questions, go ahead and throw something in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.